She's risking everything. But why? General Hospital's Kelly Thiebaud just dropped a bombshell. Britt is hiding a dangerous secret, and it all ties back to Cassius. What is he hiding? And why is Britt willing to burn every bridge to protect him? Insiders tease that this isn't just loyalty, it's something far deeper, far darker, and it could destroy everything Britt has fought to rebuild. As suspicions rise and the walls start closing in, one question changes everything. Is Britt protecting Cassius, or protecting herself from the truth? Because once this secret explodes, Port Charles may never recover, and Britt could lose it all. GH's Kelly Thiebaud reveals why Britt is protecting Cassius's secret. In the ever-shifting world of Port Charles, secrets are currency, and few characters understand that better than Britt Westburn. For years, Britt has walked a razor-thin line between villain and victim, brilliance and self-destruction, icy control and unexpected vulnerability. Now, with the emergence of Cassius and the mysterious secret he carries, Britt finds herself at the center of yet another emotional and moral storm. Kelly Thiebaud, the actress behind Britt, has always brought a layered complexity to the role. In this latest twist, she peels back the curtain on Britt's motivations, revealing that her decision to protect Cassius isn't just about loyalty or fear. It's deeply personal, rooted in her past, and tied to the very core of who Britt has become. A secret that changes everything. Cassius's secret didn't arrive quietly. It came wrapped in tension, whispers, and the kind of narrative gravity that immediately signals long-term consequences. While details remain tightly guarded within the storyline, what's clear is that this secret has the power to disrupt multiple lives in Port Charles. And yet, Britt, who has never been afraid to expose truths when it suits her, chooses to keep it hidden. That contradiction is exactly what makes this storyline so compelling. According to Thiebaud, Britt's choice isn't impulsive. It's calculated, emotional, and deeply conflicted. Britt doesn't protect people lightly, Thiebaud explains. If she's doing this, it's because something about Cassius's situation resonates with her on a very personal level. Britt's history with secrets. To understand why Britt is protecting Cassius, you have to look at her past. Britt is no stranger to secrets. She's built entire chapters of her life around them. From complicated family dynamics to questionable decisions that have haunted her for years, Britt has lived with the consequences of both hiding the truth and having it exposed. She knows what secrets can do, how they can destroy trust, reshape identities, and leave lasting scars. But more importantly, she knows what it feels like to be judged without context. Thiebaud highlights this as a key factor. Britt has been misunderstood so many times. People have labeled her, dismissed her, written her off. So when she sees someone else facing that kind of potential fallout, it hits differently. Protecting Cassius then becomes more than just an action. It becomes a reflection of Britt's own unresolved experiences. The emotional core, empathy beneath the armor. Britt is often perceived as guarded, sarcastic, even cold. But longtime viewers know that beneath that exterior lies someone capable of deep empathy. She just doesn't show it easily. Cassius's situation taps into that hidden emotional core. Thiebaud describes Britt's internal struggle as a constant push and pull. She knows the truth could hurt people. She understands the risks of keeping it hidden. But she also sees the humanity in Cassius's position. There's a moment where Britt realizes that exposing the secret wouldn't just be about honesty, it would be about punishment, Thiebaud says. And she starts questioning whether that's fair. This is where Britt's character truly shines. She isn't making a clean, heroic choice. She's navigating a gray area, where every option carries consequences. Power, control, and vulnerability. One of Britt's defining traits is her need for control. She thrives when she's the one holding the cards, the one who knows more than everyone else in the room. Protecting Cassius's secret gives her that control, but it also introduces vulnerability, because the longer she keeps the secret, the more she risks. Her relationships, her reputation, her own emotional stability. Thiebaud points out that this duality is intentional. Britt thinks she's in control by keeping the secret, but in reality, it's controlling her. That tension is where the drama lives. As the story unfolds, viewers can expect to see cracks form in Britt's carefully constructed armor. The moral dilemma. At its core, this storyline is about morality. Is it ever right to keep a secret that could affect others? Does intention matter more than outcome? And who gets to decide what the right choice is? Britt's decision forces these questions into the spotlight. She isn't protecting Cassius because she believes the truth doesn't matter. She's protecting him because she believes the truth, at least in its current form, could cause more harm than good. That's a dangerous line to walk. Britt is asking herself, am I helping or am I just delaying the inevitable? Thiebaud explains. And she doesn't have a clear answer. This uncertainty adds depth to the narrative, making Britt's journey feel authentic and emotionally resonant. The ripple effect in Port Charles. No secret stays buried forever, especially not in Port Charles. Britt's decision is already beginning to create ripple effects. Subtle shifts in her interactions with others, growing suspicion from those who know her too well, increased pressure as the truth threatens to surface. Thiebaud teases that the fallout will be significant. When this secret comes out, and it will, it's not just about Cassius anymore. It's about everyone Britt has impacted by keeping it. This sets the stage for dramatic confrontations, emotional reckonings, and potentially irreversible consequences. Britt's evolution. What makes this storyline particularly powerful is how it reflects Britt's evolution as a character. The Britt of the past might have used Cassius's secret as leverage. She might have exposed it strategically, gaining power or settling a score. But this version of Britt is different. She's more self-aware, more emotionally attuned, more willing to consider the impact of her actions. That doesn't mean she's making the right choice. It just means she's making a more human one. Britt is growing, Thiebaud says, but growth doesn't mean perfection. It means making complicated choices and dealing with the consequences. The relationship factor. Another key element in Britt's decision is her relationship with Cassius. While the full dynamics are still unfolding, it's clear that there's a level of trust between them. Whether it's built on shared experiences, mutual understanding, or something deeper, that connection plays a crucial role. Britt isn't just protecting a secret, she's protecting a person. And that distinction matters. It's not abstract for her, Thiebaud notes. She's looking at someone she cares about and deciding whether to protect them or expose them. That's not an easy choice. The cost of silence. Every secret comes with a cost, and Britt is already beginning to pay it. Silence can be isolating. It creates distance, breeds suspicion, and places an emotional burden on the person carrying it. For Britt, that burden is becoming increasingly difficult to manage. She has to maintain a facade. She has to navigate conversations carefully. She has to live with the constant fear of being discovered. Thiebaud emphasizes the toll this takes. Britt is strong, but she's not invincible. Carrying something like this alone, it wears on her. This adds another layer of tension to the storyline, as viewers watch Britt struggle to maintain control while everything around her threatens to unravel. What happens when the truth comes out? In a world like Port Charles, the truth always finds a way to surface. The real question isn't if Cassius's secret will be revealed, it's when and how. And when it does, Britt will have to face the consequences of her choice. Will people understand her reasoning? Will they see her actions as compassionate or manipulative? Will she lose the trust she's worked so hard to rebuild? Thiebaud hints that the aftermath will be emotionally charged. There are going to be a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of anger, but also maybe some understanding. It's not black and white. Why this storyline matters. At its heart, this storyline is about more than just a secret. It's about identity, morality, and the complexities of human relationships. Britt's decision to protect Cassius challenges viewers to think about what they would do in a similar situation. Would you tell the truth, knowing it could cause harm? Or would you keep the secret, hoping to protect someone, even if it means risking everything? There are no easy answers, and that's what makes it compelling. Kelly Thiebaud's perspective. For Thiebaud, this storyline is an opportunity to explore new dimensions of Britt's character. I love that Britt isn't predictable here, she says. She's not just the bad girl or the redeemed hero. She's somewhere in between, making messy, human choices. That unpredictability is what keeps audiences invested. Because in the end, Britt isn't just protecting a secret, she's navigating her own evolution, one difficult decision at a time. Final thoughts. Britt Westbourne's choice to protect Cassius's secret is a defining moment for her character. It's a decision rooted in empathy, shaped by past experiences, and complicated by the realities of the present. As the story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the consequences will be far-reaching, and when the truth finally comes to light, Britt will have to confront not just the fallout, but herself. Because sometimes the hardest secrets to face aren't the ones we keep from others. They're the ones we keep from ourselves.